Chapter 9: International Business Etiquette, Cultural Sensitivity in Global Business. In today's interconnected world, cultural sensitivity is not just a nicety, it's a crucial business skill. Being culturally sensitive means understanding, respecting, and adapting to the cultural norms, beliefs, and practices of others. This awareness can make the difference between sealing a deal and inadvertently offending a potential business partner. Do your research. Before engaging with a new culture, research its history, customs, and business practices. Understand the country's political climate and any sensitive topics to avoid. Avoid stereotyping. While general cultural knowledge is helpful, remember that individuals within a culture can vary greatly. Approach each person as an individual, not just a representative of their culture. Language considerations. Learn a few basic phrases in the local language. This effort is often appreciated. If using an interpreter, speak directly to your business partner, not the interpreter. Be aware that literal translations may not always convey the intended meaning. Time perception. Understand different cultural attitudes towards time. Some cultures are very punctual, while others are more flexible. Adapt your expectations and schedule accordingly. Communication styles. Be aware of differences in direct versus indirect communication styles. In some cultures, saying no directly is considered rude, so learn to read between the lines. Hierarchy and authority. Understand the importance of hierarchy in the business culture you're dealing with. In some cultures, decisions must always come from the top, while others value group consensus. Personal space. Respect different norms regarding physical proximity and touch in professional settings. Be mindful of gestures that may be inappropriate in certain cultures. Dining etiquette. Familiarize yourself with local dining customs, including the use of utensils, appropriate topics of conversation, and drinking practices. Dress code. Understand and respect local standards of professional dress. In some cultures, certain colors or styles of dress may have specific connotations. Religious considerations. Be aware of religious practices that may impact business, such as prayer times or dietary restrictions. Respect religious holidays and customs. Gender roles. Understand cultural norms regarding gender in business settings. Be prepared to adapt your approach while maintaining your professional integrity. Building relationships. In many cultures, building personal relationships is crucial before conducting business. Be patient and invest time in relationship building activities, nonverbal communication. Be aware that gestures, facial expressions, and body language can have different meanings across cultures. Negotiation styles. Understand cultural differences in negotiation. Some cultures prefer direct negotiations, while others take a more roundabout approach. Decision-making processes. Be patient with different decision-making processes. Some cultures require consensus, while others rely on top-down decisions. Concept of face. In many Asian cultures, the concept of saving face is crucial. Avoid causing embarrassment or putting someone on the spot. Humor. Be cautious with humor, as it often doesn't translate well across cultures and can be easily misunderstood. Flexibility. Be prepared to adapt your approach. What works in one culture may not work in another. Continuous learning. Stay updated on cultural changes and evolving business practices in the countries you work with. Seek local guidance. When in doubt, seek advice from local colleagues or cultural consultants. Cultural sensitivity is not about completely changing who you are, but about being aware, respectful, and flexible. It's about finding common ground while acknowledging and respecting differences. By developing cultural sensitivity, you not only avoid potential pitfalls, but also enrich your understanding and create stronger, more meaningful business relationships across cultural boundaries. Cultivating cultural sensitivity takes time and effort, but the rewards in terms of successful global business relationships are immeasurable. It opens doors to new opportunities, fosters innovation through diverse perspectives, and ultimately contributes to your success in the global business arena. Greetings and gestures around the world. Greetings and gestures are often the first point of contact in business interactions, and they can vary significantly across cultures. Understanding and respecting these differences is crucial for making a positive first impression and building successful international business relationships. Handshakes. While common in Western cultures, handshake styles vary. In the US, a firm handshake is valued, while in some Asian countries, a softer grip is preferred. In some Middle Eastern countries, it's not customary for men to shake hands with women unless the woman extends her hand first. Bowing. Bowing is a common greeting in Japan. The depth and duration of the bow can indicate respect and social status. In South Korea, a slight bow or nod of the head often accompanies a handshake. Cheek kissing. Common in many European and Latin American countries, but the number of kisses varies. In France, 2 kisses are common, while in the Netherlands, 3 are the norm. This is generally reserved for more familiar relationships and may not be appropriate in initial business meetings. Namaste gesture. In India, the Namaste gesture, palms pressed together in front of the chest with a slight bow, is a respectful greeting. Eye contact. In Western cultures, direct eye contact is often seen as a sign of honesty and attentiveness. In some Asian and Middle Eastern cultures, prolonged direct eye contact can be seen as disrespectful or confrontational. Personal space. North Americans and Northern Europeans generally prefer more personal space than those from Latin American or Middle Eastern cultures. Gesturing. The OK sign, thumb and forefinger forming a circle, is offensive in some countries, like Brazil. Pointing with the index finger is considered rude in many Asian cultures. Use an open hand instead. Head movements. In Bulgaria and Greece, nodding the head up and down means no, while shaking it side to side means yes, which is the opposite of many other cultures. Touching. In some Middle Eastern and Asian cultures, touching someone with your left hand is considered unclean. In Thailand, touching someone's head is considered highly disrespectful. Thumbs up. While positive in many Western countries, this gesture is offensive in some Middle Eastern and West African countries.